Welcome back, HB Nation. All right, so you might see who's missing today. You know, tragic loss.
I
You
couldn't
know,
make
but
it.
couldn't make it.
But
But all the way from Camarillo, Psych! He's here! He's here! Ah!
Yeah, spring break vibes. You already know the deal. Had to come down, visit the boys. Glad to be here. Finally, all three of us in one video. Wow.
I know.
Wow, in person, live. I can like,
Hey.
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
We have socks on.
Long socks specifically.
Long
socks.
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, shout out Connor with the ankle socks.
Love you, Connor.
Love you, Connor. Sam, you want to tell him what we're talking about today?
Yes, I have. So as we all know, as you all have seen this past weekend, the MLB's finally back, guys. Let's give a round of applause. Let's give a round of applause. Round of applause. All right. Let's go. All right. Well, MLB's back. We're happy.
Lockout's done.
Lockout's done. We're all happy. We're all happy here. We're gonna watch some baseball. So we're gonna be talking about the MLB free agency. Everything kind of went everywhere, chaotic. We're gonna talk about the Dodgers, Los Dodgers.
Oh, what's happening?
What's happening with them. So let's go for the first topic. Clayton Kershaw, 1 year, $17 million. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys think this is gonna play out for him?
I'm excited. We did get our pitcher back, but I think especially with the DH, we don't need him to hit or anything, but it's just the way he ended last season. He was struggling, so hopefully he could pick that up this part of the season, coming back, and hopefully he just stays healthy and doesn't get hurt. But I think it's a good pickup for him. I think we gave him $17 million for a year, and I think after this year he's just gonna retire with us. So hopefully we can make it back to the World Series and win another one before he retires.
Oh yeah, no. I think it was smart on the Dodgers. He's getting up there in age. Only a 1 year contract. I think it was suitable, especially the way he ended last season. Just to see, if he still got it. If he still got it, maybe he wants to play a couple more years, sign him back. But I think this is a proving season for him, just the way how he ended last season. And the thing is too, it's not gonna be all on Kershaw. We need all of our pitchers to come in.
Exactly.
And I mean, I think it was smart of the Dodgers. He is the face of the Dodgers. Just after being with the team for so long, I think it was a smart idea. It was a smart idea to just for a 1 year. Let him bounce back, see what he's got, because obviously he loves LA. So I'm glad to have him back though.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I think it's just a proving season for him, and honestly, for me, I see this as just a farewell tour for him. For me personally, I think it's a farewell, and honestly, I think he'll be back with the Dodgers. I think he's just gonna be part of the coaching staff. That's what I think. If anything, not that, then he'll be coaching in the league. I don't see him leaving the league anytime soon, even though he still has his family and everything. I think he'll be in the league. If anything, he'll have like the 1 year off after this 1 year, and then maybe come back into the league. And then let's go to a pitcher we sadly lost, that we all sadly lost. We miss him. We're kind of sad to hear him. Mr. Jose Cali, how do you guys feel about losing Jose?
You know, Hearing that he was going to the White Sox kind of sucked. I was hoping the Dodgers signed him back because he was honestly a good pitcher for us. Quarterback. I was gonna say quarterback, but sorry, but he was a good pitcher for us. He gave us good couple 2 innings. Every time we needed him to close for us, he closed the game out for us. But I think it's gonna hurt us if we didn't sign him back. I know we still have other pitchers too. We still have Gradaro, we still have Trinan, but Joe Kelly was honestly like one of the best pitchers we had in our bullpen. So I think it's gonna be a big loss for us. But hopefully we he does get out there with the White Sox, but not against us. Hopefully
We faced him this year.
I know we faced them this year too. So we'll see how that goes. But good for him. He got his money, but it sucks to see him leave.
Exactly. I liked Jose Kelly. Joe Kelly. Jose Kelly.
Mariachi Cali.
Winning a World Series with us was sick. I feel like he brought livelihood into the dugout, and especially the bullpen. Yeah, I liked watching him play. I like seeing him out there. But and I watched a TikTok today. I saw a TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw it. Him walking in a White Sox uniform.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But I mean, good for him. Get the money. We're gonna miss him back in LA, definitely. But I mean, I hope he has a good season, just not against us, like you guys said. But yeah, all praise to the guy.
It was fun while it lasted, especially against Houston.
Yeah, exactly. He'll always be remembered for that. And the only reason he signed there was because of Tony Larusso, the head coach there. He used to coach Kelly in St. Louis when he first started up in the league. So sad to see Joe Kelly leave. I know my girlfriend is. Um, my girlfriend's a big Joe Kelly fan. She
Yeah.
fucking loved him. I don't know
When he
why.
came back to the Dodgers, he was gonna buy her. A
Yeah, I
jersey.
was gonna buy her a jersey. So, but it is what it is. But
Save money.
yeah, but sad to see him leave. But
Hey, we need that Freddie Freeman jersey now.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Spoiler that,
We'll get
spoiler
there.
that, sorry.
All right. Well, we'll bounce back to another pitcher. So for this whole week, it got announced when the lockout reopened. Bauer's still on administrative leave for this whole week until MLB proves their point, I guess you can say. I mean, Bauer and the MLB don't really get along. So what do you guys think? Like, do you think Bauer? How do you think Bauer's gonna take it if he gets suspended for like some amount of games?
I'll start off.
You start off.
You know what? I think the MLB's always gonna do something like that, especially with a guy like Bauer. You know, he doesn't care what they say. He's gonna do what he wants to do, and he has every right to. You know, he's a badass player. You know, I think the Dodgers now losing Joe Kelly to the White Sox. You know, we lost a big arm. We need to keep on the. I think we need to keep Trevor Bauer at least in talks with us, keep him by our side, so that when this whole thing does lift up and he's able to play, he's on our side and not any other squad. You know, because I feel like, especially in the situation that he went through and like the whole trial and shit, you know, having players turn your back on you kind of gives you a fire under your butt.
And a whole fan base too.
Exactly.
A lot of Dodger fan bases.
And you know, he could either win back the love from LA, you know, playing with us, or he can go to a different team, you know. And what happens all the time is shows out.
He is opt out.
Yeah, exactly. Show out and against us and just, you know, make us eat our word, make the Dodger fan base, not us, because we've stood by him the entire time.
Yeah.
But
Even
make
if
that,
he leaves, we'll
yeah,
stand by him.
make him eat their words. So that's what I'm scared of. I think the Dodgers really need to, you know, keep him with us, you know, throughout everything. Show him that, hey, we like you as a player. We want you to stick around with us, and I know he can definitely dominate with this. So I'm excited to see. I hopefully, if he stays with us, I'm excited to see what he can do for us.
Yeah, and well, Dave Roberts is saying that he's not closing the door on him either for spring training, so that's a good sign. But it's just, you know, like you guys said, just hopefully MLB clears him and hopefully doesn't suspend him at all because it's been 8 months
Yeah, since
Something
July.
like that.
Since July.
Since May actually.
since May.
May of last year, he's been gone from the league.
Yeah, so
But the thing
he's
is, too,
he's done
he's
his
still
time.
working. He's still working.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
working. Yeah, but like, I think it's just MLB just if they suspend him, it's done because he's done most of his time and he's pleaded not guilty.
Yeah.
You know, so he would basically miss the entire last season. So it's like, why keep him out? But you know how MLB
And
is.
yeah, and not to mention that, you know, because of the lockout, you can hold it for me. I'm gonna be quick. Just because of the lockout, you know, he's missing, you know, spring training. This
Yeah.
whole week of spring training, that's still some suspension. You know, like even though it's not his fault that the MLB had a lockout, you know, they could have worked this all out if everything got worked out sooner. You know, they wanted to wait till the last minute for things.
Yeah.
This whole suspension thing, not being able to meet with the team or whatever they're gonna give him, could have been already in motion, if that makes sense. It could have been already almost over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. And I just think the MLB just somehow is gonna screw us over again with him. But I'm just hoping that we keep him in our team. Like you guys said, hopefully he does not go anywhere else and ends up dominating like we know he is this next season if he gets to play.
Yeah, exactly. They always give out suspensions. I mean, but I feel like even if he gets suspended, he's gonna fight for it and be like, already served my time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him back in a Dodge uniform. If not, I'm gonna support him all the way through wherever he goes. So we got Max Muncy. Good sign. 85%. Okay. He said he'll be ready for opening day. How do you guys think of using him during the season?
Okay. With Muncie being only 85% and Robert saying that it's a possibility of him playing opening day, I think we should still wait just a little longer, just in case, because you never know if anything else might happen. You know, I don't think we should rush him back. I think we'll give him probably like another couple weeks off, maybe till he's like fully healed, because you don't want to just go be like, oh, are you good? Like, can you
Yeah.
can you play? And then like he plays and then he does something like when he's batting or something, or like a bad ball, like he gets hit in his arm or something. You know, like I just don't want that risk for especially for our team because we can't afford to lose anyone. Especially early in the season, we can't afford to lose anyone. But I just at least he's back at least to 85%. He's almost fully healthy. So I'm just hoping Roberts makes the right decision and not rushes him back.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. I feel like take it day by day. Make
Yeah.
sure he's 100%. Make sure of it. And if anything, if he's ready to go opening day and he feels like he is, I wouldn't so much put him out on the field. Thankfully, we have a universal DH now, and that's a
Yeah.
real thing. I would slowly ease him in, use him as a DH spot because he has a bat. Get him used to live action batting again. Don't put him out on the field yet because it's susceptible to injury way more than just batting. Exactly. So if Dave Roberts could just ease him in, which I'm pretty confident he'd probably do that. Unless like he wakes up tomorrow and he's 100%, but I doubt that'll happen with this type of injury. But like Chris said, just taking it slowly day by day. Making sure that he's 100%. Because injuries like that, you re-injure it, you're out for a couple weeks again until it's 100%.
Maybe another
Exactly. It's just we all know about re-injuring something, going back too soon, and not letting it fully heal, and it affects you for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he can fully heal and get his time in, I see him.
Especially a UCL tear.
Yeah.
Especially a UCL tear.
So I mean, yeah, I'd like to see him as a universal DH if he's ready for opening day. But if he's not, I don't mind it. First game of the season, it's okay. But yeah, I would like to see him 100% healthy.
Me too. You guys nailed everything on top of the heads. But speaking about managing, Dave Roberts might get an extension. How do you guys feel about that? About Dave Roberts getting an extension, and maybe we'll have Dave Roberts for a longer, more period.
Longer, more time.
Longer, more
Yeah.
time.
Longer, more time.
I like Dave Roberts. I don't like the decisions he makes about putting pitchers in when they're actually doing good. With the whole situation with Kenley Jensen last season, putting him in when we have our pitcher that's on the mound doing amazing for us, and then end up blowing the game because you switched the pitchers. But he did take us to the World Series. What, 3 times already? We won 1 out of the 3. We should have won 2 out of the 3 because of the Houston trash shows. Yeah, if it wasn't for them cheating, I think we would have won. We would have had 2. But he took us to the playoffs multiple years. So he's a good coach. But like I said, it's just the decision he makes of switching his pitchers out. I think he takes his pitchers out way too soon, or he'll take out his starting pitchers way too late when they already gave up 3 runs. Like with Kershaw, Kershaw could go 7 innings, but in that 7th inning, if he gives up that hit, he's gonna end up giving up a home run. It's just what Kershaw ends up always doing, and he never takes him out. He lets him go through it throughout the whole inning, ends up giving 3-4 runs that we don't need to give up. So I just think he needs to make better management on the mound. But everything else, I'm excited to see him back. I'm glad we're gonna have him back for a while. But hopefully he can make those adjustments.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, Chris. I'm about 85% sure of Dave Roberts. Granted, he did take us to the World Series multiple times, and we've won one. His decision making too. His decision making has cost us a lot of games, and we've all witnessed it. Keeping pitchers in when they shouldn't be kept in, taking pitchers out when they shouldn't be kept out, stuff like that. And I mean, if he can get better on that and realize, because I know he's not a hard headed, coach.
Yeah.
He knows his mistakes and he knows what he's done wrong. I feel like if he can work on that, I'm glad he's gonna have an extension. But if we start seeing more mistakes like that, then it's gonna I think it's kind of like that love-hate relationship in certain moments, but it's mostly love towards Dave Roberts. So I'm kind of glad. Maybe not too long to keep him as a manager. Give him
4
good
years.
4 or 5 years. Nothing like
Hopefully we can win
insane.
another one.
And if he wins us another one, you prove yourself. Keep going. I don't agree with these big old contracts, 10 years, whatever they are. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, 4 to 5 years, and just keep it going.
If you're an extension, earn it.
Exactly. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad to see him come back, or hopefully come back. So yeah, I like Dave Roberts.
No, yeah, I love Dave Roberts, and you see him in like the Spectrum show, and you see him communicating with his players. Like I love that. I love having that coach, having them sit down and communicate. How do you feel? Like
Yeah.
he's always in connection with his players. He's never like, oh, you guys, come on, you guys got this. Maybe during the playoffs, like we said, like sometimes he just don't like when the Dodgers need to waken up and then they're on the slumps, I feel like Dave Roberts just lets them figure it out by themselves instead of getting under their ass. Like, let's go, guys,
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something where Dave Roberts can work on. But yeah, I would be happy to have him back. It's gonna be really good. So so going to that, so who do you think Dave Roberts is gonna put in on opening day at Dodger Stadium or on the first game?
Okay, first game, I think it will be Bueller, Walker Bueller. Walker Bueller is going to throw our first game. That's who I think is going to be pitch. Opening day, depending on who we play 2 series and then we go back to LA, right?
Mhm.
So who was our first series against
We have
Colorado?
4 game, and then no, we have Colorado a 3 game,
Three
and then
game
we
and
have a Minnesota at a 4 game.
a 4 game. So
And we
that's
come home
7
for
games.
Cincinnati for 4 games.
So if anything, if we have a 5 pitcher rotation, I see either Kershaw maybe throwing it for his last year, If not, I'm hoping Julio Arias gets that opening day
At Dodger
at
Stadium.
Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm hoping because he hasn't had an opening day start yet, right? No.
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 I think he's earned it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's earned to pitch an opening day at Dodger Stadium because he's probably our second best pitcher. I think it's Bueller than him. So I think he should get our opening day. If not, probably just give it to Kershaw. No, it's gonna probably be his last season if anything. But I just hope Julio Arias gets to pitch at opening day, and plus we might be there. So I want to see that.
Yeah, no. I think Julio should get the start. Honestly, I watched the news today for the first time in like a while. Yo, did you guys know Julio lost like 30 pounds going into spring training the first day? He showed up 30 pounds. He showed that he wants it, and I always like seeing stuff like that. A lot of guys nowadays they get complacent where they're at. They think that's it. I'm in the show, I can do whatever I want.
I got the money.
Yeah, I got the money, I got all that, and I like how his work ethics like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He threw a bullpen today. It looked pretty strong. Yeah, I would like to see Julio start. I think that's one of the guys I would like to see start. And like Chris said, I mean, unless there's something that we don't know, like for sure that's going to be Kershaw's last year, let him get the opening day start. But I would like to see Julio start off the season.
Yeah, exactly. So going to that, possible lineups for the Dodgers, and do you guys think Freddie Freeman will be in that possible lineup for the Dodgers? So if you have that, if you guys think Freddie, what do you think the lineup's going to be with Freddie? And then if not, give me one without Freddie.
All right. I'm hoping Freddie Freeman does come to the Dodgers. I do want him. He's a good bat. He's a good first baseman. He's a good lefty bat. Plus, he's a good player to have in the dugout. He gets along with everybody. Like
Everyone respects him.
everybody
Yeah.
respects him. Like in the All-Star game, everybody's like talking to him every time he's there. Especially all the Dodger players who are there, Muncy, Turner. They always have a good time with them. So hopefully, like we get him to have that person in the dugout. And I know he wants a lot. Wants what, 200 million for 5 years, something?
Around 160,
Or
170.
170?
He's close to
To
200.
200, yeah.
Not exactly at 200.
Yeah, but if we get him, great for us. If we don't, then we gotta deal with it. But I'm hoping we get Freddie Freeman. I do want Freddie Freeman. And then our lineups, how I think it should go, will probably be Betts
That's at the 1.
Trey Turner at the 2. Then we'll put either Justin Turner's always gonna be at the 3. He's always usually at the 3.
Yeah.
And then you put either Freeman, then Will Smith. Then you still have either Ballinger or Taylor, whoever they're putting in the outfield. We don't know who's going to be in the outfield. And if we do have Muncy at second base or DH, you can put him in that 8. Oh no, not in the 8 spot. But we have,
spot.
yeah, you can put him in the 9 spot if anything. But yeah, I think it'll be Betts, Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Freeman, Will Smith, Ballinger, then our second baseman, whoever our second baseman is, and then our other outfielder, and then the DH. Yeah,
I can agree with that.
yeah. And then without Freeman, I think you just change Muncy. Muncy will be the 4th,
Yeah, and like the
and then you'll have the DH at the end, whoever our DH is.
Yeah.
I think that's how our lineup's gonna be.
Yeah, I think Chris hit it on. I think Freddie Freeman's worth it.
Yeah.
He's definitely worth the money. he is definitely worth the money. The way his character on the field, the way he holds himself, the type of player he is. He and that's the thing about playing in professional sports. You don't just get all these guys to automatically respect you. You earn their respect, and Freddie Freeman's done that. There's interviews talking to Dodger players. All the guys where everyone said they respected him. You know, he has high respect in the MLB, and if the Dodgers really want to get him on the team, which we all can agree, we really want him on the team, they will give him what he was asking for. And I think that's just another superstar to add to our lineup, and I would love to see it. I would love to see him in a Dodger uniform. I would love to see how we work with them. Strong suits, his days off. I would love to see him as a DH. That'd be amazing to watch.
Yeah, I used to see him hit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I definitely think we need Freddie Freeman. And as far as the lineup, Chris hit that shit dead on. Like, there's no, you legit said everything that I was thinking, like dead ass. So yeah,
No, yeah. So Freddie would be uh, great,
Player
a
to
great player to have. He's just his actions speak for himself. His game is just at the highest right now, especially coming off a World Series. If we get him, is coming off the highest. Just coming, he's coming from the top of the mountain, coming to us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be good. It's gonna be good to see if Freddie goes somewhere. I hope he comes to the Dodgers. We could go somewhere else. Let's just talk around the league now. So let's go to our good old friend from San Diego, Tatis.
dumbass, learn how to ride a motorcycle.
So
Freaking
Mr.
mob piece of
Mi-
shit.
Mr. Tatis, he fractured his wrist and he has to have surgery and he'll be out for 3 or 4 months. So what do you guys think that'll do for the Padres? You think they're gonna be slumping this without Tatis, or
Don't care. I don't care,
their
but
problem.
I think they're gonna slump.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
dude, without him, there. Towards
He's-
the end of the season when he messed up his thumb, dude, they couldn't even hit. They couldn't even, do really anything. They couldn't get anything started. Without him, I don't think that team is really anything. Like, he is a good player. I think they give him way too much credit. Like, if they see,
he has like a 14 million. He has a 14-year like $300 something deal with them, and he's probably not even gonna play with them this year.
yeah, honestly, but like I said, they gave him way too much credit. Like, their announcers, freaking
Yeah.
line drive right to him, catches it. Oh my God, Tatis, this and that. No, I don't know. I don't like him because of all this shit he gets, or like all the love he gets. I don't think he deserves that much because he hasn't really proven anything. Yeah, he could hit home runs and stuff, but there's times where he does make a lot of mistakes. So I don't know. I don't really care. I don't like the Padres, so I don't really care.
Don't even pass him the mic. I don't give a fuck. Good for him crashing your motorcycle. Good job. You did good, buddy.
Thank you. Well, they said we won't have to see you for a while.
All right, yeah. So then we'll go since San Diego's out of the way. Let's go to San Francisco. They added a really good lefty
Their
coming
pitching
off the
staff
Cy
is
Young.
good.
He's not coming off the Cy Young, but is he coming off the Cy Young? Let me see. Hold on. No, he's not coming off the Cy Young, but he was in the Cy Young talks. He threw a no hitter last year. Carlos Rodon, lefty, very good. Not reliable. He's injury prone. He has a very he's like the arm stiffness kind of deal, but it adds to their crazy freaking lineup. Their pitching lineup. They have Logan Webb. Dodgers couldn't hit shit off him last year.
Mhm.
Anthony DeSclafani, he's fucking a all around good pitcher. Now they have Carlos Rodon.
And they
And
have
Alex
what's his name?
Wood.
Alex Wood. There you go.
Alex Wood is. List goes on and on. They have good. They just probably have a
Good starting five.
good starting five. So you think what do you think the Giants are gonna try to make a statement, try to come back for the NL West, or what do you guys think about San Francisco this year?
Go, you go.
I definitely think that was a good pickup for them. Did I mess with anything?
No.
Are we good? All right. We good?
Oh, yeah,
We good. Oh, I just want to make sure. No, but you know what? I think the last season it just seemed like they didn't really have big names. It was just them scrapping.
Yeah.
They're
Just
playing
them
ball.
Playing ball.
Yeah.
getting the base hits, not
Yeah.
looking for the long ball.
And if they can keep that up this season, without any, big names, so to say, even though they got a couple, Chris Bryant and shit like that. Are they getting Chris Bryant back?
Now he's a free agent.
He's a free agent still.
At least
But
Buster
I mean-
Posey is not there.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's a little
Um,
bitch.
Yeah, learn how to take a hit at home plate, dog. That's all baseball is. God, I hate that. Don't even bring him up. But anyway, I think they're gonna obviously trying to make a statement. We've ran the West for a while now. And they're trying to make their way back, and they're gonna do everything they can that they to do to try to get it back. Granted, they were good last season. They're gonna be good this coming up season. If they can keep their bats hot like they were, they just constantly seem like they were winning. the
Mm,
entire
yeah, they
back
couldn't
end of that
lose.
season. They couldn't lose. It was just
Every
constant.
time we try to come back
And
up
with the
by a game, it was
yeah,
that
and
was
with
go
them,
back one.
them with the new pitcher, good, decent pitcher, it's gonna be tough. But I like always faith in the Dodgers. I feel like we can work around it and stuff like that. Find out their weaknesses and get to it.
I think we just need to do what they do. It's just what everybody should not do is go for the long ball. And I think that's what the Dodgers always mess up in, especially going against San Francisco and against other teams. They don't play baseball. They just try to go for home runs. I think it's just they need to get base hits, get on their pitchers early, and stop trying to go for the long ball. And I think we'll be fine if we could do that. And hopefully the Dodgers do that and they prove that we own the fucking West because we do. We beat them in the playoffs last year in the first round. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah, no, I just hope the Dodgers can keep up with them this year. Probably get a good lead and everything. So I'm hoping that. Let's bounce to the Blue Jays. They also have a strong rotation. Adding who did they just get? Who was I gonna say? They just added somebody really. Who did they add? But
pitcher.
they added a pitcher from the Giants, Kevin Gosman.
Oh,
Kevin
they added
Gosman. And then they just signed a pitcher. I'm trying to.
Just said a pitcher. Gosman.
I know, but they just signed a pitcher recently.
Oh.
I'm trying to, but they have Hyun-Jin Ryu.
I've never liked Hyun-Jin Ryu. I don't know why, but I never have.
Hyun-Jin
I
Ryu.
don't know. I just don't like him.
No, they have Hyun-Jin Ryu, Ross Stripling, which I loved Ross Stripling when he was with the Dodgers. Sad they give him away.
Damn, there's,
Kevin
all
Gosman,
Dodgers.
Kevin Gosman, Alex Mona. Oh, who did they add, dude? This is gonna eat at me. Hold on, fellers.
Okay, hold on. We're all looking right now. We're all looking. Patience.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Jose Barrios. That's who they. No, that's not who they added.
No, that's not
Oh,
This dude.
that guy. He's from the
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 guy we tried to
Mariners.
get.
Yeah, you see Kutsala. He's a Japanese Kikuchi. I don't know who
Did
it
you
is.
guys see that on the screen?
No, it's
No,
blurry.
it's blurry,
oh.
but
It's Kikuchi.
yeah, it's if you guys see him, but yeah.
I mean, I think it's Kikuchi.
Yeah, yeah, you see Kikuchi, and he's a really good pitcher from the Mariners. So they have a really strong rotation now, and then they have a really scrappy, just young baseball team with like Vladdy, Bo Bichette, Gurriel, freaking. They have fuck George Springer,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, they just have a scrappy young team, and I think they're just trying to make a statement this year, and. I had them in our prediction video. I had them winning the. What do you?
Sorry with the helicopter
yeah.
passing.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thanks, hello, copter. Hold on, let's wait. Sorry for the pause, guys.
Yeah, sorry. So many people interrupted. God damn.
All right.
Okay, we're back.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I just feel like they're a young, scrappy team, and then like I said, I had told you guys that I feel like they're gonna win the AL East. I feel like they're gonna win it. I think that's how they're gonna win it. I do think they're gonna win it. How do you guys feel about the Blue Jays?
Like you said, they have a young, good team, and I think if they could just play baseball and not try to go for the long ball, and if they could stay healthy, I think they'll be a good team. And like you said, I think they'll win their division.
What? Why?
We can talk about that after.
Why?
We'll talk about that after. Go. Talk. Okay, he doesn't want to talk no more.
He doesn't wanna talk. All right.
Thank you, Sam.
No problem. Then we got Seattle. Seattle hasn't.
Wow! What is this? Wow! For you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Sammy just showed me a tweet of my Seattle Seahawks signing fucking Diggs.
Yeah,
Quandrial Diggs. Never liked the guy.
We're not in football
We'll
right
talk
now.
We're not
about that
talking
next
about
podcast. We'll talk.
We just thought it was ironic how he just showed me a Seattle tweet, and now we're talking about Seattle.
Yeah, now we're talking about Seattle. So
The Mariners.
so Seattle, they haven't been to the freaking playoffs since '01.
Damn.
They haven't been. They have one of the longest droughts They have one of the longest droughts in MLB of not being in the playoffs.
What they missed the playoffs.
They
by a
missed the
game?
missed the playoffs by a game this year,
Yeah.
and they just added. They traded with the Reds. The Reds just are giving away their whole team. I feel bad for Joey Votto. Such a great
Yeah.
player. I love that guy. No, I don't. I think he'll go to. If anything, I think he'll go play for his home country, Toronto.
Oh yeah.
I think that'll be a good pickup for Toronto.
Why isn't he a first baseman?
He is a first
But
baseman.
don't they have Laddie at first?
They do have no that. Oh, yeah, they do have Vladdy at first.
Yeah.
But hey, they have a DH. You can hit there. Yeah, they have a DH there. But Seattle, they gave away Jesse Winker, and
No, the Reds gave it.
yeah, the Reds gave away Jesse Winker,
Winker.
and Ingerio Suarez, a really good third baseman. The Dodgers were looking at him this past trade deadline.
Yeah, they were.
So that's crazy. I mean, Seattle just looks like they're bulking up with Mitch Haniger and Kyle Lewis and all their young studs in
They wanna
there.
end the drought.
And then they just got the AL Cy Young winner, Robbie Ray, and
Yeah.
so I think Seattle's kind of a place to go right now because
A lot of people.
they're gonna fight to get in, especially with the expand. What I'm talking about that. We didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about that.
Like, the expanding playoffs to 12 teams instead of what is it? Eight. It
Yeah.
used to be 8. Now it's 12 teams. Oh, it's 10. No.
No.
So
yeah. What's 10?
yeah, okay, 10.
Because
So
you
now
have
it's
the first-
12. So now 2 more teams get to be added. So how do you guys think that affects like teams like Seattle? They can get into the playoffs more often now. You know?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
I definitely think it's gonna prove that you're a weak team if you can't get in the playoffs now. I think that's gonna be a statement, especially with the drought. Like I think Seattle's ending their drought this season. I definitely think they're gonna make it to the playoffs this year if everyone can stay healthy. But I think, granted it's gonna make it easier to get to the playoffs, but I think for those teams who are really struggling, rebuilding, I mean, granted too, it'll help with teams that are rebuilding, like coming up, because it gives them an extra life. Because every team wants a playoff berth. I think that's the main goal of every season. That first thing, going in the opening day is like, okay, we need to make a playoff berth. I'll take this from you. I'm sorry, I didn't think I was gonna talk this long. But yeah, no, like going into the season, I think everyone has a mindset of like, let's just make it to the playoffs. Just make it to the playoffs first, see what we can do from there. So with this new expansion, teams that are rebuilding get that opportunity now. It's only 2 more spots, but still, I think it'll be beneficial to the MLB.
Yeah, like you said everything. The only team I hopefully I don't want in that 12 spot would probably be the Padres. It's the only team hopefully I don't want. But I think it's good because playoffs is going to be expanded. We will watch more baseball, so it won't just end in October. But we'll see how it affects everybody, and we'll see what new teams we're going to see in the playoffs.
No, yeah. So I'll read off some details. Some details emerging how the expanded playoffs will work. There's no more game 163, so there won't be a tiebreaker at the end of the year. So all playoff spots will be determined through like NFL tiebreakers, NFL tiebreakers.
Okay.
So like whoever beats who, so whoever has the best record against each other. And then there's no reseeding for the LDS. So there's no reseeding for the divisional series. So which means pretty much like the first seed plays the winner of 4 versus the 5, and the first seed plays 4 and 5, the winner of the wild card from 4 and 5, instead of it being like it used to be. How did it used to be? It used to not be like that. It used to be like whoever won in their bracket. Whoever was in their bracket, they would have went there. So like the Dodgers, they faced
San Francisco,
number 1, but they had a better record.
Yeah.
Instead of us playing them, we'll play the lower seed, and then the other team will play the higher seed. So then the second, so we have 2 berths. So the 2 berths go to the top 2 teams. So whoever has the first best
records now.
Yeah,
it's doing
so
out of records
it's doing
now.
records now. So whoever has the first best record in the league, so in the NL, so say the Dodgers have the first best record, they don't have to play a wild card game no more. Like how we had the best record last year, and we played fucking St. Louis.
Yeah.
Another game we should have never played. So it's just like that. So do you guys like that?
I'm just glad it's like that because they kind of screwed us over last year.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that now it's going by records. Hey, calm down there, sir. You've been in college way too long.
No, yeah. So but yeah, guys. So we hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We'll be shooting you guys another Vlog. Why did I say vlog?
Did you say vlog?
I said vlog. Vlog.
Oh, never mind.
A podcast.
Podcast.
Thank you for coming to our podcast. Like, subscribe. Shout out to my dad for showing up the last video. He blew up the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, we rewatched him and he was making fun of Derek the whole time.
Dude, right? Wow.
Derek was being attacked.
No, yeah. So we hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Love y'all.